This is a Continental, $7 Continental Currency. And as you probably heard from other places, there became a phrase, not worth a Continental, because these wound up not being honored. They were used to pay Continental soldiers during the Revolutionary War. They were issued by the Continental Congress, in contrast to the paper notes that were issued by the various colonies or state governments like New Jersey, Maryland. This was issued by the Continental Congress, and they ended up defaulting on these. And they didn't just pay the soldiers with these, but they would essentially confiscate real stuff from people, the people they were fighting the Revolutionary War for. So you're a farmer and the Continental Army comes through and they got to requisition your cow or all your chickens or eggs or something. They would pretty much at gunpoint require you to accept these in exchange for your real stuff. So this is an early example within the continental United States of paper money being not worth what it says or even what it was printed on. That being said, it's still very nice, especially when it's been well preserved like this. It says Affleck-Ball Sale. That pedigree actually takes it back to a sale at the Hotel Biltmore on Madison Avenue in New York City by the New Netherlands Coin Company. That was their auction, and this was, again, December 3rd and 4th, 1975. And this particular note, I've been able to trace this back. It's lot 84, and they describe it as uncirculated, but one pinhole center, also rare. It sold for $110 there. And pinhole, can we see it? It's not readily apparent, but I'll take their word for it. It's with that pinhole is not mentioned in the, of course, it's not mentioned in the PMG grading. They just gave it a straight 53, and it's also not mentioned in the more recent auction where I picked it up. And I've now sold it. That's why I'm making the video, because I better make a video before it gets out of my hands here. Printed by Hall and Sellers, 1778, and they would have used, just like you do as a kid for your leaf project, this anti-counterfeit measure. I do not see it saying anywhere on there, to counterfeit is death. That shows up on a lot of notes from this time. So let's get into the fine print here. This bill entitles the bearer to receive 7 Spanish milled dollars, or the value thereof in gold or silver, according to a resolution passed by Congress at Philadelphia, September 26, 1778. So they're making no bones about it. This is intended to be redeemable for real money. Spanish milled silver dollars were essentially the US dollar of the time, recognized and understood by everybody as good money. But like I said, it didn't pan out. I'm sure some people were able to redeem some of these notes for that, but absolutely nowhere close to all of them that were printed. Because just like everybody, once they figure out they need $700 more worth of gunpowder or milk, well, it's a lot easier to just print out 100 more of these than to go and find the silver or the gold or something of real value to trade for that milk, like fish, timber, whatever. So someone else is going to get this. Good on them. I think it's in great condition, notwithstanding the 1975 auction. Let's see if we can see that pinhole. Let's use it. There it is. There you can see it. Right there. So there's that pinhole. Right there. But that pinhole has eluded people for 50 years. Until now. Anyway, good on them. I hope they enjoy it. I don't sell a lot of banknotes, but I am listing and selling more of them and collecting some for myself. I really like it when they specifically mention the exchangeability for a quantity of gold or silver. That helps establish the timeline of where we started and where we've gotten to now.